Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video I'm going to teach you a very easy, still very visual card trick. This is a beginner level trick, but still for me very powerful one. I will show you two ways of performing it. This is one simple way, it's almost self-working. But first I will show you another way of doing it that for me it works way better. You just need to know one small technique that if you don't know anything about playing cards, don't worry, you will be able to perform it anyway with just a bit of practice. So grab yourself a deck and let's begin. So this trick can be performed for one or two spectators. Let's suppose now that I am performing it for two different spectators. You can handle them the cards for them to shuffle, or you can shuffle it yourself so they know that there is no particular order to this deck. And then you give them the beautiful opportunity of choosing any card from the deck. It's really a free choice. So let's suppose the first spectator chooses this one and the second spectator chooses that one. Beautiful. Of course, during a real performance you will not see their card, but now let's suppose that they have the ace of diamonds and the six of diamonds. This is their card, and you just ask them, very polite, to put their card on the top of the deck. But of course it's very easy to find if the cards are on the top of the deck. So you're gonna make some shuffles and then the cards are lost, and it will be way more interesting to find their card after that. Now you explain them that you can find their cards using only one hand in a very quick movement. Please concentrate on your cards. And I just pull my hand and I drop all the deck except these two cards that of course it is their selection. So this is how the trick works. Now I explain it to you how to do it. So as you saw, this trick have a very visual ending. It is easy to perform, but you must know how to do a overhand shuffle and also a overhand shuffle control. If you don't know that, don't worry, I will explain you briefly here, but if you want more information about it, I have a tutorial on that technique. There is a link in the description and in the screen. Be sure that you check it out if you want to. So the first thing is the deck don't need to be in any order really, so you can really shuffle, you can really give them to the spectator to shuffle, and their card can be selected really freely. So let's suppose again they choose those cards, the ace of spades and the four of diamonds. The first thing that you want to know is when they put the cards back on top, now you have both cards on the top. The first thing that you do is when control this card to the bottom. So you just take all the deck and with your thumb touching the card, you leave it on the bottom. Now you have one card on the top and one card on the bottom. And now you perform the overhand control, changing the cards from the top and from the bottom. And it works like this. If you touch the card with your thumb and then you catch all the deck, this card comes to the bottom, and then you start to make your regular overhand shuffle. When you're getting to the end, you start running cards one by one until it finishes. It means that the last card will come to the top and the first card comes to the bottom, and you can do it again and again, how many times you want. Okay, I'm getting to the end, so I run the cards, boom, and now they change position again. So I will always maintaining the cards on the top and on the bottom. In real speed it will be something like this. In the real speed it will be something like this. And of course it can be done in a different way. You can just ask the spectator to give you the cards one at a time. So the first spectators give you the card and you put it on the top and control it to the bottom, and then the other one give you the card and then you start controlling both cards at the same time. So if you just hold it with your fingers here and your finger here, it's kind of stick in these cards, and if you throw the cards the top and the bottom card will stay in your hand. So even if you just turn the cards like this, the deck will fall and these cards will stick a bit on your hands. Of course, depending on the way that you do that, if you do like this, they can track that what happened, you know. But if you throw the cards unexpectedly, you can do in two ways. You can throw the cards to the other hand, for example, like this, and you have the cards here. Or also you can just let the cards stay on place and your hands get out and let the cards there. And you have these cards on your hand. So if you do a quick movement, it will be more difficult for them to track it out. And of course, when I perform it, I say, now I will find your cards using only one hand and with a very, very quick movement. So when I'm doing this with this hand, this kind of psychological misdirection, they're thinking that I'm going to do something with this hand maybe, and then I am already done. So they will not realize that the cards are coming from the top and from the bottom. One last time, I will do it everything again. We have like two cards selected, 4 of spades, 2 of clubs. I put them on the top. I cut the first to the bottom and then I control both changing place. Whoops, both changing place. I have the 2 of clubs and the 4 of diamond, 4 of spades really controlled here, and now I'm going to find the cards and they are the way of performing this trick that I just showed you. It's for me my favorite way because you are really displaying the card that they're selected. There is another way that you don't need the overhand shuffle control, and I will show you in the case you want to perform in this way. Of course, I would suggest you to learn the overhand shuffle control. It's a very, very easy technique and you can make some miracles with that. Okay, so you can perform this trick in this way. See, okay, let's make a trick. We are using 2 cards for this trick. Let's say we have a red, 9 and 8. Right, so I will put these cards in the middle, anywhere in the middle, and it will be something about estimating the position. So I will try to find them very quickly using just one small movement, and I have the cards here. As you can see, it's very visual this way as well, because you put the cards on the middle and then they can see it, and then you just take it out, and it can be very, very foolish. But the discrepancy on this is you cannot choose the cards from the middle because you need exactly that cards. I was using the 9s and the 8s. And of course, what happened is the card that we show in the beginning is not the card that we are displaying in the end. For example, I will put 1 9. You see, you need cards that are very similar, like this. So I can put the 9 of hearts on the bottom, the 8 of diamonds or the other suits on the top. And then I put the other cards on the top. We just take these cards and we say, let's use these 2 cards, but you don't say the 9 of diamonds and the 8 of hearts. You just talk about the color and you don't show it that much. You know, you need some kind of misdirection because you don't want them to remember so perfectly what is the suit of the card. So let's say, yeah, okay, we're gonna use the red 9 and the red 8, and we can put it in the middle anywhere. And when you find the card, what happened is you have the red 9 and the red 8, but with the different suits. So now it's the 9 of hearts and the 8 of diamonds. Yeah, this is kind of one of the first tricks that you can learn, but okay, I really prefer the other way, that they can really remember what was the suit of the card, and you just have to make one small control. And this is it. I really hope that this tutorial was useful for you. If it was, please hit the like button. This is the best way you can support my work now, and comment below which one of the versions of this trick do you prefer. So stay tuned for the next content and see you next time.